I am so excited to be sharing with you guys what is now my new studio. So what has happened, let me give you a little bit of a story time. So where I am right now is actually my grandma's house. It is the upstairs portion of her garage, detached from her house. And this used to be what she called the sweatshop, or where she did a lot of sewing. So I know it's really bright probably right now, but back here is a bunch of sewing stuff. She's got her sewing machines and all kinds of stuff like that. But I asked her, since my sister, her granddaughter, is like the youngest in our side of the family to sew, and I think she has like one more little girl on her husband's side that sews. Jack's family, he has another granddaughter who sews, I believe. I could be getting this wrong, but I know that there's one more person that sews. And so she doesn't need this huge space, at least not right now. And so I asked her, and I mean huge because this is like a large area for a sewing space, but I asked her if I could do a trial period as like this, as my studio, have like room enough for like one, maybe even two backdrops, and try out shooting in a studio. So if you guys are new here, then you might not know that I have a photography and a videography business. I primarily do weddings and family sessions. That's what I really like to do. But more and more lately, I've been having this need to have a studio space or an office, or just like feeling this need of at least trying it. I'm not sure if it's something I need to do, or if it's just something I want to try with my business, or really where it's going to go. But Trevor and I looked at a few office spaces downtown where we live, and we really liked a few, but budgeting for something that maybe might not be long-term for my business, just didn't seem to fit right. And I wasn't sure if I liked to shoot probably babies or newborns or sitter sessions or things like that, where, you know, maybe you'd need a studio. A lot of times more shots nowadays are done outside anyways, but unless you're doing like babies or toddlers or like cake smashes or something like that, you don't really like use a studio for photos so much anymore, at least not in the type of photography and videography I'm currently in. I think the biggest thing for me was mostly that I wanted a designated office space to go to and feel like my business was growing and feel like I was working on my business. I get a lot of, I guess, productivity, enjoyment, like pressure out of having certain spaces for certain things. So having work out of my home is great and I love it, but I think that having a space for my business is the seriousness that I need, if that makes sense. Like I need a space to like make me feel like, okay, I see this money coming in for my business, but like now it feels like a legitimate business. And I shouldn't think that way. It doesn't need to be that way. But in my mind, I get a lot of like spatial, I don't know what you would call it, but a lot of my satisfaction comes with like seeing a business grow storefront wise. And I wanted to give a studio space a shot. So I'm going to give you guys a quick bit of a tour. This is the outside here. That's my grandma's house. And this is the garage. And you go up the stairs and there's this nice decking area. All of my grandma's land, which I will probably be filming some family photographs out here someday too. And then you walk in this way to the studio. From the front door, you have a nice little kitchenette area. This actually used to be, okay, I have to flip you around, funny story. After the hospital when I was born, this is where it came. This was my parents' apartment. This is where my first couple of months of life, or however long they lived here when I was a little baby, this is where it was. You can see where the wallpaper is. That actually used to have like a board across it, and there were stairs, and it was, what do you call it, like a loft. That's where my parents put their bed, like literally in like 3 feet of space right there. So there was a loft, and then underneath the loft is where they had their living room. So you had to like duck down under there to sit on the couch and to watch TV. But that's where I I was a baby, this tiny little place. So you'll see some homey things because it used to be like a little apartment. So there's the kitchen here, which will be nice, especially if I'm going to bring clients here to meet. We can have like a coffee maker or like some water or whatever. There's 2 air conditioner units in here, one in that window over there and one in this one over here. I'm hoping to get it down to only having one in here and just keeping the other one tucked away in storage, because I do not like having this go through here. But a lot of things are going to be moved around and changed, so we'll figure that out. And then over here is just more sewing stuff as of right now. We've got this area here where the loft used to be, and so now it's created these flat areas since the rest of the roof is kind of like slanted. These flat areas are going to be really nice because these will be my backdrops and where I'll put different things, and I might get some different like hanging backdrops as well as make some cute little like board backdrops to lean up against here. We have a very old heater radiator to keep it warm in the winter. And more sewing stuff. This window, which overlooks my grandma's other side of her property, which I'm sure you guys will see more and more of, but there's a pond, actually 2 ponds, and then the river goes over there. And then over here, obviously a ton of sewing stuff. Here's the other AC unit. Just a bunch of like storage my grandma's been putting up here, as well as a nice little storage closet here, which I'll be able to put all my props and my lights and my gear and stuff like that. So we're gonna get this cleaned out as well. And then from there, you can circle back around to the kitchen, more cabinetry and organization space. And back here, we have a tiny little bathroom that actually has a shower, which is exciting. I don't know when I'd ever use it for clients or whatnot, but because this used to be like an actual home or actual apartment, it has a shower in there. So I'm really excited about the potential of this place, and I want to do a couple like fixer-upper projects and make it really cute and make it my own, and just trial having a studio and see if I enjoy shooting little ones, or I enjoy, even maybe I just enjoy like having a space to meet brides and bring them in and like show them their wedding video and order pictures with them together here, and have like a little thing where we pop champagne or whatever, have like my office space where we do a big reveal party. But I don't know, there's so many options and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I am excited to clean this place up for my grandma. And even if it winds up being like a sewing shop again in the future after I'm done with it, that is fine. It gives me something fun to do right now. I love like redecorating and reorganizing things, so I'm excited, and I just had to give you guys a tour and show you my excitement too, because this is something I've been thinking about for a while, and it's finally like happening as a trial period here at my grandma's. So you guys can come along with me the whole journey of turning this into my photography studio and see how I transform the place, and then just kind of like come on to work with me and watch me do some studio work here. Will be really fun too. So today I'm going to clean this place out a little bit, take as much as I can over back to my grandma's house. It's really nice weather outside, so I'm thankful for that. It's like 60 degrees and the low today is like 50, so it'll get cold as the day goes on, and it'll feel great as I continue to work up in here, but I'm gonna take you guys with me. Ah!
Well, hello.
Hi.
I thought I heard a door. I didn't get up. Apparently I didn't. Nobody came in.
I didn't know if you saw me or not, but I drove in.
No, I didn't, but I thought I heard a door.
Grandma's given me the A-OK to start moving stuff, so trying to analyze the situation and figure out how we're going to do that. I think first, I don't know, I should have brought boxes. I figured she would have like totes and stuff, but I'm realizing now she doesn't have as much in like totes and boxes as I was expecting. I'll just grab what I can that's already in boxes and start moving stuff around. I'm already winded and I've only went up and down these stairs twice. Whew, it's gonna be a long evening. A few of these pictures have me in it, so I thought I'd show you guys. So all through 4-H, so from like 3rd grade until the end of 4-H when you graduate, I did sewing. So I have this picture here. That's me. That's my sister. That's my cousin. And that's my grandma. I made this red pleather raincoat. I think I might have made like the yellow shirt that's under it and maybe even like the pants I was wearing too. But I made this pleather raincoat, which was so hard sewing on pleather because you, like as soon as you puncture the pleather, you can't like rip that seam out or anything. It's there to stay. So then this one has me in it too. This is one of my cousins, and then that's me. And this is apparently State 4-H Fashion Review in 2008. So we went to State for these outfits, and I made this cute little 3-piece, like, I don't know, professional suit outfit looking thing with this like tiny little crop jacket. I don't even remember making that jacket. Okay, that one's not me. This one's not me. Nope, those were it for me, but I just had to show you guys. Yeah, there's no more. No, the rest are my sisters and my cousins, but I just had to show you guys those pictures as I took them off the wall. My grandma should literally open her own fabric store because this is all fabric. This is all fabric down here. But then I guess she could just open her own sewing store in general because she's got all of these patterns. And to top it all off, this isn't even all of it. I'm actually going to take it to her house, to her attic at her house, where she has another sewing room with shelves and shelves and shelves on the wall of fabric and buttons and zippers and patterns and stuff like that. So she could definitely start her own store. She will not let me show it now because she says it's a disaster. I'm not allowed to take the camera up there. But you guys have seen it before. I'll play a little clip from a video, I think last year, where I was up there with her.
Take those whole pieces in because you could kind of lay it over the material, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I need... Why do you see these, Grandma?
Well, we can have some little scraps or something. Don't laugh, Grandma. I say, oh my scrappy.
I made some big progress today. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, and let me show you what I got done. So, I don't know how much progress this looks like on camera. Definitely was progress for me, and my camera's about to die. So I'll talk quick, but I get really exhausted carrying everything up and down. I did not film the whole thing because I was kind of... Somebody's excited.
Why do you keep walking around your brother?
Why are you excited?
Yeah, why are you excited? You're not going.
You think you want to go with? Oh, that's mine. Asheroni. Sleepyhead. She's been sleeping on this blue blanket on the floor all morning. You want to go? We are headed over to the studio. This is now my third time back there to work on it, and probably the last time of taking stuff out of it. Then after that, it's gonna be like some remodel work and then like just bringing stuff into it. So Trevor hasn't been over there really since we've done any of the work, so I'm kind of having him come along with me so that way he
Can do some work,
and so he can see all my hard work. And I've been talking nonstop about all the ideas I have for the studio, and so it'd be nice to have him see it so that way the ideas I have make sense, because he hasn't been into it yet since it's been like cleaned out. So he's coming along, and I guess we're taking this little hooligan too because she got all feisty and thinks she needs to come with. So I guess you can come. So here is one last update. We just carried the last of everything downstairs. It is now empty except for the stuff that just needs cleaned up and put away. Like we've got some air conditioner units that are going in that closet and another one here, and then this table, we'll figure out what to do with it. But we've got everything loaded up. The next step is just to make it beautiful in here.
Oh, it's already beautiful in here with you.
Stop. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this vlog of the studio. Stay tuned for another one, probably coming very soon. I'll keep you guys updates as things progress. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. And follow us on Facebook. It'll be linked in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!